Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Sebastian channel for another Copa Libertadores preview. I'm Renk, this is Sebastian over here, and we're going to be discussing the next match that's going to take place in Group F between Boca Juniors and Colo Colo inside La Bombonera in Buenos Aires. And it's a huge game because both teams are looking to secure qualification to the next round, the round of 16. And pretty much both teams have to win. I feel like a draw is not good for either team. Both teams need to win. It's going to be huge. Sebastian, how are you feeling?
Nervous for this game because I don't know what will happen now. Just both teams need to win, especially Colo Colo. We need to win this game because if we lose, it might start the Quinteros out moves. So if not, it's already started. But I'm pretty interesting to see what we have today to do. Obviously, this is a huge match. Obviously, our two clubs, it's not a massive rivalry, but it's kind of a big rivalry in history of football in South America. So, yeah,
For sure.
I'm very, very excited. Also, we're gonna do. Last time we did watch along, we're gonna do it again. Like obviously, I'm excited for this game. So while you talk, I might fix a bit, set up the match reaction, like the day after. So yeah, Rank, what are we going to start with today?
Well, we are going to look back to the history between these two teams. We're going to be looking at the head-to-head and, of course, the last game that happened in the same group, which is probably the most important because it's like, since it's the most recent, it's the one we can get the most information out of, and we're going to try to analyze what teams can adapt from that game, what can they change up for this upcoming game, to see how they can improve upon what they did in the last match day. So yeah, starting off with the head-to-head, of course. Before the last game in the Monumental of Santiago, the head-to-head was actually tied. Now that Boca has won 2-0 the last match, Boca, of course, has a one-game advantage over Colo Colo. So yeah, it's still very, very close. And we'll have to see if either Boca can double their lead or if Colo Colo can tie it up again.
I think this is the Conmebol Libertadores, the head-to-head. So yeah, can go for those games, and obviously, I don't know this match where the friendly game. I don't know. Yeah, you could probably What's your first thoughts about the early one? What do you think about these three? Do you think it's the history between the head-to-head history? You think obviously it matters, but do you think that's the most thing to say about this tie? Because there's literally fan bases, there's players. What do you think is that? What do you think has made a head-to-head like it's have done in the history in the Libertadores when they have played each other, of course?
Well, of course, the most famous time Colo Colo and Boca met was in the semifinals of the Copa Libertadores 1991, where Boca Juniors won the first leg in La Bombonera 1-0, and then Colo Colo made the comeback 3-1 in the Estadio Monumental and qualified for the final that Colo Colo would later win against Olimpia. That was a very remembered tie because both teams were fantastic and had a lot of chances. It was a very intense game, and there was also a lot of controversy because there was a pitch invasion and there were some troubles with the Chilean police. But yeah, lots of stuff to remember about that legendary tie that, of course, Colo Colo managed to win. But ever since, Colo Colo and Boca have mostly faced in the group stage of the Libertadores, and Boca has had the better of Colo Colo since then. But yeah, the history between these two teams, like that rivalry that started over in the 90s, like you said, it has been brewing up, and I feel like both fan bases still remember. And yeah, it's setting up to be a very heated and intense match. So I feel like maybe the head-to-head doesn't matter that much when it comes to the result of the game, but yeah, in how much intensity and how much passion is brought into the game, because I feel like both fan bases have a lot to prove based on the history. So both teams are really going to want to win this game.
Yeah, and if we look at the history now, 03, Boca beat Colo Colo, and then 91, obviously, Colo Colo won 3-1 and then lost 1-0. And obviously, that's 2003. Boca Juniors 2-1 the Monumental, obviously 2 at home. 2004, Boca won 2-0 at home and then lost 1-0. Obviously away, and then 28, 08, 2-0 Colo Colo at home, and then 4-3. And then obviously the friendly Torneo de Verona.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm noticing here from the head-to-head, sorry to interrupt, but what I'm noticing here is that you can tell that almost every time these two teams face each other, the home team is the one that wins. Like you can see that in this head-to-head, Boca Juniors won all of their matches at home, and Colo Colo also did win almost all of their matches at home, except for the last one that Boca managed to win on the road. So it's going to be very interesting. Is maybe this is a trend that the away team maybe has an advantage, or maybe Boca can solidify that home advantage that we usually have. It's going to be interesting because I feel like in La Bombonera, Boca Juniors becomes a really strong team. We are very tough to beat, but Colo Colo will for sure have a lot to bring this game because they very much have to win. They need to have the initiative in this game, and they have to go get us, basically.
Yeah, sorry, it's basically the home teams always win, but like it's, and that's what I'm, kind of that I think that I'm kind of nervous about this game is that between these two, it's always the home team who wins. That's why I'm worried for Colo Colo, because usually struggles away in Boca. Boca is a very strong home team. And that's pretty much it. If Boca score first, I think it's over. Like it's gonna be very interesting though. But the next thing we're gonna go for is the obviously it's the last time they played. Obviously finished 2-0 to Boca.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Adrian scored and Villa scored. So, and obviously we can check the momentum here. It was really, really exciting match. And obviously a red card to Palacios, which I'm still upset that it happened, but it's he misses this game, so it's a dub for Colo Colo. Sometimes he plays like crap. I'm not really that worried. Obviously, we need him to get to 2021 version because in 2021, it was very, very good. Hello to Matt. Hello,
Matt.
Matt, let me know your prediction also. When we obviously the last thing we do is our prediction, so you can probably say your thoughts about these two. So obviously you had two coaches, it seems,
well, it was Erron was like our interim coach for the first match of the Libertadores. I guess he's been included because of that, but the rest of the matches have been under Almiron.
Yeah, also you can see this lineup here. Like, it's not that scary. Like it's the Boca Juniors have weaknesses, and it showed the last game that you
Mhm.
guys have weakness.
Yeah, I remember that in the first half, Colo Colo were for sure the better team. In the second half, Boca controlled more the game and managed to close it out with that second goal. But in the first half, for sure, Colo Colo had some really good chances to score. And this is the problem with that I've been seeing with Colo Colo, that even if they can play some good football at times and they can create those chances, they can never finish them. So to me, it feels like Colo Colo just needs to find the way to put the ball in the back of the net, because if they don't, they are screwed. It doesn't matter how many good chances they have. They need to be able to score. And I'm looking at Pizarro, Palacios. Of course, Volados scored the last goal, but he needs to show up again. Both sides as well, Hill, this type of players that they need to actually show up in the game, because in what I saw in that first half in the Estadio Monumental was that, yes, Colo Colo could pressure Boca and get a lot of good chances, but if you don't finish them, it's pointless. And Boca showed that they were very clinical with their chances, especially that one that Vincula had, and then closing out the game in the second half. So yeah, Colo Colo definitely have to show something new in La Bombonera if they want to have a chance.
And obviously Balados, I don't know what he plays a good one game and then he turns into a crap footballer. Like I don't know what's wrong with that guy. Like sometimes he's awful. Sometimes he makes me mad. Yes, this guy. Oh my god, watching him play makes make Oikos forwards even more crap because Bolada should not be this crap. He should be really good. And obviously, the suspended players for this game. Um, I don't know if you guys have any suspensions or so. Um, what I know is that um, um, obviously that Fernando de Paul will miss the game and Palacios, uh, Ramiro, and also Falcon. So yeah, Ramiro Gonzalez is back and Fabian Castillo is back. So I guess I'm happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very interesting because now Castillo has something to prove. He has to, because he will stay. There's some rumors about free players leaving, but Castillo has to prove himself. This is the time for him. Versus Boca, need to win. If he can come on and have a Mbappe masterclass, I won't be worried because and obviously Fernando de Paul misses the game. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
worried about that. It's where Brian Cortez is a very good goalkeeper, except that mistake he did in the league, where he conceded that stupid goal. But we have two amazing goalkeepers, which I really like both of them. Cause I want both to play, but you can't have two goalkeepers at the same time. That's the problem. Maybe if they can change the rule that you have 9 players on the pitch and then two goalkeepers, maybe that could be better. But yeah, but hopefully. So yeah, rank. The next thing we're gonna do is the house going in the group. We're gonna,
Yeah, and this is
uh,
very important because basically the ambitions of both teams
mm,
depend on this game. Obviously, if Boca Juniors wins the game, we are mathematically qualified to the next round. It doesn't matter what happens in the other game. We'll already be through to the round of 16 if we win. And it will come down to the last match day if we are first or second in the group. Of course, that runs with Deportivo Pereira. And of course, if we beat Colo Colo and then Deportivo Pereira also wins, that would eliminate Colo Colo from the competition. So that shows how much Colo Colo actually need to win to not depend on other results. If Colo Colo does win, they move up to 8 points above Boca Juniors, and if Deportivo Pereira wins, that would put us in 3rd place going into the last match day, which would be a very uncomfortable position, of course, because
Or
basically
we could have
Destiny
this scenario where Monagas win and they go up to 5, and then Colo Colo win and they go up to 8. So it could be like
that would put Colo Colo top of the group with 8 points, and then Boca Juniors and Deportivo Pereira tied with 7 in 2nd and 3rd, and Monagas with 5.
And I think if Colo Colo wins and and Monagas win, I think Boca Juniors stays at 2nd place, by the way.
Yeah, because we have a better goal difference, but yeah, it would,
unless you lose like 4-0, which I'm sure that would happen. That would be crazy if that happens. I would go mental if that happens. But I don't see it happening. But then obviously we look back at this group like from the first game, Colo Colo drawing away, then Boca drawing 0-0. Yeah, that was like a bit unexpected, and then we come into the second game with Colo Colo winning 1-0 out of a penalty, and then obviously Boca winning 2-1 against Deportivo Pereira, and then obviously
that
the last match day between these teams. Colo Colo lost 2-0 against Boca, and then Deportivo Pereira won 2-1 against Monagas, and then Monagas draw against Colo Colo, which pisses me off still. And then Deportivo Pereira won 1-0. Deportivo Pereira beating Boca, that did not shock me at all. Because I had a sneaky feeling in that, prediction, match day predictions with it, that Boca will probably drop points. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting this game because this is what I want to see. Monagas winning, and then Colo Colo Boca draw. That's what I want to see. That's what I most likely want to see. But if Colo Colo wins, I'm very happy with that. If we lose, then I'm gonna be pissed off, really pissed off.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna probably blame it on most likely the ref. Thank you, Quinteros.
No, come on.
That guy. If Quinteros does his stupid subs again in like the 70th minute or 78th, I'm gonna go for the early subs. Go early subs. If we are down 1-0, sub people in the halftime, like Castillo if he's on the bench, Benegas, because you can't really sub all players late in the game versus Boca Juniors, because Boca will punish Colo Colo if it goes. It could go this bad that Boca wins 4-0 and like scoring 4 goals in the first half and then it's over. So the key here is if you the first 10 minutes, put the pressure off for Boca. Like, don't consider a goal first 10 minutes and then go for it slowly. Don't rush, because if you rush and then you drop the ball, Boca will be there to counter and score probably 1 goal or 2 goals, and then it's over. So I'm pretty excited for this game. It's gonna be very fun for the watch on. We're also gonna do double watch on for the match day 6, which we come into when this match day is over for the match day 6 prediction. But now it's match day 5, and tomorrow we're gonna do the predictions for the match day 5, and then obviously we'll say our predictions here, and then on the predictions tomorrow we can say our predictions also. So that's why I wanted to do this preview first. So, and no, not that also, but it's fun. Yeah. So obviously in the group stage, Boca 7 points, 4 games played, 2 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss, and then goal forward. They only score 4 goals forward. Do you think that's an issue for Boca Juniors? The goal scoring.
I think it's mostly on the players we have been relying on, because yes, Sebastián Villa did score that goal against Colo Colo, but I feel like he is not clinical at all. I don't like his capabilities in front of goal, same as Dario Benedetto, who has been in a poor run of form for a long time now, and I don't get why players like Merentiel are not playing, because he has been doing much better goal scoring wise. 2 of our 4 goals have been scored by Advíncula as well, which is very worrying, because he's usually our right back, even though we are trying to play him more as a right winger. And other strikers like Vasquez, we saw in the Colo Colo game how bad he was as well. So I feel like it's mostly that our strikers aren't really good, but if we can get the right mix of players in, we are definitely a threat going forward.
Yeah, you could go through the rest of the groups also, but I'm gonna look at this. I need to win the last game. If we win this, I will be very happy. We will rank to the Ericsson celebration if Boca scores.
Maybe.
Yeah, do it on stream. I allow it. I don't really mind. It's fully fine with me. So you could go through the group here, like obviously the games, and then how many wins, and you can go through the points tally, the table.
Basically what we've been saying, that Boca is on 7 points, the same as Deportivo Pereira, but Boca has a better goal difference. We've only conceded 2 goals so far, and I feel like that's good. We've been very good defensively, at least. And then Colo Colo in 3rd place. For now, it's that the position that drops you to Copa Sudamericana. 5 points, -1 goal difference. Last place, Monagas, 2 points. They basically need a miracle to qualify for anything at this point. But they are gonna try their best. They still haven't won a game, obviously. But they are playing at home against Deportivo Pereira next game. And of course, the game we are reviewing right now, Boca against Colo Colo, which is going to be crucial. And again, Boca, if we win, we secure our place in the round of 16. So that's what we gotta focus on. We gotta focus on just winning our game and not depending on anyone else.
Is it possible that everyone can be on the same points, or is it? Because I think there's
no. That would be pretty hard. No.
Yeah. Because if Monagas wins their 2 games, they go up to 8. That's not really gonna happen. Because if Colo Colo Boca draw this game,
it cannot happen.
Monagas win, because then Deportivo Pereira, I think, has to draw. Yeah, it's not gonna. So
it can happen.
The next thing. What? Let's just foot mob. Jesus. Professional, Chilean league. Oh crap. I'm gonna put that away. League table. So let's first, I guess, we'll look at Boca Juniors league first. The league table. consider it's at home. So take me through your position table and what's your thoughts on this season or this league season.
Well, of course, Boca Juniors, we went through a real bad time at the start of the tournament. And that explains why we are so low in the league, currently in 9th place. That's basically the last spot for Copa Sudamericana next year. But as you can see from the latest result, we are in a really good form. Out of our last 5 games, we've won 4 of them. So under Almiron, we definitely improved a lot, and we started winning a lot more games. We are more solid at home. We've won our last 4 games at home in the league, so that's really good. So even though right now we are, a bit down in the table, I feel like we are slowly rising, and we are gonna keep on climbing. Like I believe during the last preview we were like 14th or something, so we are already 9th, and we are just basically recovering from that really bad start that we had. I feel like we are not gonna contest the league, but we are gonna be around that top 5 for sure. I expect us to finish around the top 5 by the end of the league. Of course, our next opponent is literally the last place team, so we should be winning that. We play today against Arsenal. So yeah, I believe that we are going to continue to climb. We are in a really good form.
Yeah, and then look at the biggest league in the world. Nah, I'm joking. One of the biggest in South America. Probably
Okay.
probably the third best. Probably Argentinian league and Brazilian league up top. Might you say it? We're 15. That's unacceptable. Like legit. I know we are 5 points or so, but it's unacceptable to be at that place. We should be first with we should be first with like 12 victories, 0 draws, and maybe 2 losses. But we have had a crazy season, to be fair. Starting to win. Obviously, we have next game against the Portes Copiapó, who we beat 5-2 the first game of the season. Now it turns around. It's the same games, 15 games in a row, so pretty interesting. About the combined, we will do it after this. By the way, I think we slow started the season, but when we come into form, we are pretty well going forward. Obviously, we've conceded 18. Tough. And it's 420. So that's I'm very happy with this. Obviously, next game playing. Okay. We also have the cup, so that's pretty
good. So yeah, what are we moving on to next after checking the league tables? Combined 11, okay. So, Sebastian, tell me, which of the 2 goalkeepers, we are going to exclude Fernando de Paul because obviously he's suspended for the game, but between Sergio Romero and Brian Cortez, who are you taking?
Managers first, or?
Sure, if we are doing managers, I'm obviously taking Almiron because he has obviously turned around the ship very hard for us. We had a horrible start to the year, and ever since he's come on, hello Albert, he's basically brought new life to Boca. It looks like there's a structure right now. We have a system that we want to play. It looks like there is more intention, more coordination. Players train a lot more. They try harder. So I feel like under Almiron, we for sure have improved a lot. While Quinteros, it looks like he's being very criticized in Colo Colo. So for manager, I'm for sure taking Almiron.
Yeah, Almiron Spirit. Goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper. Well, I'm personally taking Sergio Romero, who I feel like has been performing the best out of the two goalkeepers. Of course, I really respect Brian Cortés because, of course, he is still with the Chilean national team and has been doing a decent job for Colo Colo, but Romero has been on a different level. I feel like we've kept so many clean sheets. Even though we conceded against Pereira, he did save that penalty, which was really important at the time. He kept a clean sheet, obviously, against Colo Colo. So I feel like our defensive success, we've only conceded 2 goals this whole competition, has been partially thanks to Romero.
Yeah, I agree. Centre backs.
Center backs. Okay, so one of them has to be Figal. Figal has been performing still amazing for us, and he was in the last combined 11. I remember, and he's still been amazing. As for the other two, it's very tough to tell. The second center back has been an issue for Boca for a while now because I don't trust Roncaglia, I don't trust Valentini, these other guys we have. Falcon has been performing real poorly as of late as well, so I don't want to include him as well. So yeah, as for the other center backs Colo Colo has, I mean, De Los Santos, I don't know if you really rate him.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just that Falcon has been in awful form. At least he had that mistake against Boca that cost the second goal, and then he had that mistake against Monagas that cost the red card for the Paul. So I feel like Falcon has been very underwhelming as of late.
His Twitch fault. Don't use Twitch.
So yeah, I'm a bit torn about who the other center back should be.
You wanna read that comment? Or
Okay, so the last time it was Cortés, Advíncula, Falcón, Figal, Bausat, Pizarro, Gil, Varela, Volados, Pizarro, and Villa. Okay. We were playing like a 4-3-3, right? I believe. So maybe we can do the same because we are struggling to find a third center back. Didn't you have a page that allowed you to make 11s with FIFA cards because both teams are on FIFA?
Just go for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, Daniel Santos. He has been very good this season. Screw it. There you put Romero. I'm pretty happy. I'm happy about this lineup in this defense. So next position.
If we move to the CMs, one of them has to be Alan Varela, who's been completely incredible as of now. Very clutch, very controlled in that midfield. He has to be part of the 11 like he was last time. We don't really play with a second CM. I really like the job that Christian Medina has been putting out as of late. I don't know if you want to include someone from Colo Colo as the double pivot, but Brian Hill, yeah, I guess he could be the other DM. Cam. So if we are gonna have Hill as a DM, I would like to play Medina as a Cam, I suppose. Or if not, you can play Medina as this double pivot and have Leonardo Hill as the Cam.
Ooh. Who should we put there?
The second pivot should be Christian Medina for me. I feel like he's been displaying some amazing football ever since the Super Clásico. Such a bowler. He's brought a new type of pace to the midfield. It feels.
Left mid.
Left mid. I don't want to put Villa. Like personally, I don't like Villa that much. Even though he scored against Colo Colo last time, I don't feel like he's really that good. But you can put a Colo Colo winger there. Yeah, a lot of changes we are seeing so far.
Great, all right. Yeah, he needs to. You know what? Oh, Jesus Christ, why did I do it? Sometimes I wonder to myself, why am I doing this to myself? Legit. Yeah, but right mid, Nash.
It's gonna be Advíncula.
Or we could put Advíncula as striker.
No, he's gonna be the right winger for sure. Cafúncula. And then the front two can be
Benedetto?
No, not Benedetto, for sure not. It has to be Merentiel and Pizarro, in my opinion. This happened last time, right? That Merentiel was not in the squad. Man, our other strikers really aren't that good, huh? Like,
Was that Luis Vasquez who played last time? That's right.
yeah, it was Vasquez, the one that played last time against.
Let's just put that Colo Colo player. Screw it.
And then it's, oh no.
Bro, he will score a hat trick this game. Nah, I'm joking. He won't. If he scores a hat trick, I will legit go mental. Yeah, but that's our combined 11. Obviously, we picked more Colo Colo players, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Colo Colo players. And Boca have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. So that means Colo Colo will win by 1 goal. Yeah. Rank, you know what we will do next?
Tell me.
We will do a thing that you like to do. I guess. Doing your starting 11 for Boca Juniors. So let's begin with this. So who you tell me the players and I write them.
Okay. So in goal, it's obviously gonna be Sergio Romero. There's no doubt about it. Center backs is interesting because Marcos Rojo has just recovered from injury. However, I don't think he will play because he just played a game with the academy. So I doubt that even if he is fit, that he's gonna play in such an important game. So I feel like the partnership it's gonna be Figal and Roncaglia. Even though I really don't like Roncaglia, I feel like he's gonna start, and at least it's a bit more experience than Valentini, I suppose. Right back. The right back is gonna be Weigand, I expect. If we're gonna play like with Advíncula as a winger, Weigand is usually or right back. And left back, it's actually very interesting because since Argentina got eliminated from the U20 World Cup, that means that Valentin Barco is back to the squad, and we can basically play him. He's not here, unfortunately. If Barco doesn't play, we can obviously always play Frank Fabra, who used to play for the Colombian national team. He's not getting called up that much anymore, but he can still do that job in case, I don't know, Almiron wants to give some rest to Barco. The 3 midfielders, Pallero is injured and Paul Fernandez is injured, so I feel like it's going to be Alan Varela as the central midfielder. Then we're going to have Christian Medina, and the other midfielder should be Ezequiel Fernandez. No, that one, Guillermo Fernandez is injured for the game. Ezequiel, I'm going to write the name with X. Instead of a C, an X. Wow, he really is in the database. Okay, that's unfortunate. Yeah, he's not gonna be in the combined. Oh yeah, isn't the one that plays for Tigre? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, because he was on loan for Tigre before coming back to Boca. The right winger is obviously gonna be Advíncula. Luckily, with some luck, he's gonna have an amazing game again against Colo Colo. We'll have to see about that. Left wing.
I beg not. Please don't.
Even though I don't like the guy, I feel like the left winger is still gonna be Sebastián Villa. And at striker,
he has a good first name though. So
yeah, he's a Sebastian. Like all Sebastians are winners, obviously. And the striker, I would like it to be Merentiel. I have a feeling that we are going to start Benedetto. I don't know why, but if it happens, I just hope that Merentiel comes off the bench and scores a winner for us, because Benedetto is not scoring this game, I'm telling you.
Yeah, if Benedetto starts and plays, it will be key for Colo Colo.
Yeah, key. actually true.
We might win if Benedetto starts. So
you'll have
key player matchups.
Key player matchups, it's going to come down to the midfield, in my opinion. Like that trio that we have, Medina, Fernandez, and Varela has been fantastic. And if we can overrun that midfield that Colo Colo has with Pizarro and with Hill, I feel like it's going to be very key.
Yeah, so let's move on into Colo Colo's team, obviously. Crap. I didn't know what to do. Oh, crap. What did I do now? Yeah. My starting 11. In goal, obviously. Brian Cortez, because Fernando is not going to be available because of the red card. Yeah, and then I don't know who's available for this game. I have to check it out because I have a zero clue who will be in this game, to be honest. Who did we play last time? Yeah. If Falcon, I think he's missing the game, or is he missing the game? I don't know.
I don't think he's missing the game, no. At least FootMob doesn't have any injured or suspended players for Colo Colo.
Yes, but if he starts, he starts. Then obviously, Daniel Gutierrez has to start because he's been good for us. And we also have Alan Saldiva. But I think it's going to be Ramiro Gonzalez because he will be back. If Falcon doesn't play, because I have heard these rumors that he's not going to play. I'm not sure if he is, I don't know. But if Falcon missed the game, I would put Alan Saldiva there. Obviously, Ramiro Gonzalez have to start this game because we basically doesn't have any other bozo to play in that position because Emiliano Mora is in training back, but he's not gonna play. So Matías Santos, I have no clue what he's doing. And Bruno Gutierrez can play there, but he got absolutely skinned last time this game played. Next, you know what? Screw it. Bruno Gutierrez is gonna start this game, or we might put Jason Rojas there. But if Quinteros want to do what he's doing, he's a bozo. Or what we can do is this, but Fuentes position. Fuentes and then put Pizarro. Vicente Pizarro. Then I would Pavés obviously gonna start. The worst captain. Obviously, as Palacios missed the game, I would have Gil there.
He has to show up. Leonardo Gil basically has to show up because he's been having poor performances in the cup so far.
If he shows his 2021 version in this game, it's over. The game is basically over. It's basically over. If Gil turns into 2021, it's over for Boca. It's over. Because he was so good that season. Obviously, left mid, left wing, left back. I would put it's between Winberg and Bozat. Personally, I would like to see Winberg starting this game because I think Bozat has got many chances, and he has not turned into the player I want him to be. Obviously, he's been really good this season, but I want to see Eric Winberg get some chances. Obviously, came back from an injury, which he got Um, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, but screw it. Bozat is gonna start. And this time, there's no chance that he would do a masterclass. No chance. Legit, no chance. Obviously, the two strikers, one of them has to be the big star boy. Who is linked to Wolverhampton actually.
Ooh, okay.
So hopefully he doesn't go there. Hopefully he goes to Liverpool instead. To bench Darwin Noodles. The next. Here's the problem for me because obviously we have Thompson who can play. Instead of both sides instead of Hill. And instead of Bruno Gutierrez and Fuentes. Would I play Fabian Castillo directly in this game? No. Because if he gets an injury, we're screwed. Because I would sub in Castillo in case. We also have Polados, Venegas, Lascano is possibly missing the game. If he does, probably won't start him anyways, but we have Moya, we have Oros. It's a tough one because I would be happy with Venegas, Castillo, Polados, Oros, Thompson even starting. Because we have Palacios who won't play this game. I'm going for Venegas in this game because I think we need that player with strength for this game because I think Boca Juniors centre-backs are really physical, and I think him holding the ball and then really spreading the pass to Pizarro who goes through a goal and score. I'm not saying that will happen, but it could. But here's my line: Cortes Ingolose, Gutierrez, Falcon, and Ramiro Gonzalez, Paves, Pizarro, Fuentes, Bosa, Gil, Palacios. No, Venegas and Pizarro. Palacios is not going to play. De Paul is not going to play, which I have no problem with that because he saved us the last game from losing like 5-0. So, are you scared of this lineup, or are you okay? We're gonna get this.
Looking at how Colo Colo has been performing, especially some of these players, I'm looking at Gil, at Venegas, Bouzat, Falcon. These players have really been underperforming so far. So I'm not scared, but I know that these players, especially from what we saw in that first half in the Monumental, these players definitely can cause some trouble. So we basically have to look out for those quick players that are good in transition, because I feel like we struggle with teams that can outpace us because our defense is usually very slow. We don't have a lot of pace on the back. So yeah, we basically need to look out to not leave a lot of space to players like Venegas and Pizarro and Fuentes, and I feel like we should be fine. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so obviously that's not the end of this stream, because the preview is not the end. Looking at some comments, obviously Matt said you need to see Ronaldo game, and then not in this lifetime, Matt. So Albert, I've been turning to Peru this summer to see family and manage the national team. Well, okay.
Albert is gonna take Peru to the World Cup. I'm telling you.
Bro, if Albert wins the World Cup with Peru, I'm getting a Peru shirt.
The scenes.
Oh, Rodolfo? No. It's Damian and Vicente. So it's not Rodolfo. He's not. I don't know if he still plays.
I don't think he does. No.
Yeah. So the last thing you want to say? What we're gonna do?
Oh well, there's only one thing left to do. It's give our predictions. Like in the end, we did all this talk. Now it's time to say it. It's time to decide who's gonna win this game and why. Do you want to go first?
Go first.
I think that Boca has been amazing at home. We've won our last 4 home games, and I don't think that's going to change. I feel like Boca is going to have the control in this game, and we are going to win 3-1. I think that Colo Colo will be able to break us at some point, because they were very close to scoring a goal against us in the first game. So I feel like Colo Colo will get a goal, but we'll get another 3. We'll win the game and we'll qualify to the next round. I'm confident because we're at home basically, and at home we are a different team.
Here is the moment where I'm all, toxic. I'm all, screw it, destroy you. But no, I'm not gonna say that. Just it's a game where this game anything can happen because both teams need to win, and I think we are gonna be cautious. We're not gonna be stressful and start bombing chances like we did at home. We're not gonna do that because that would be stupid, especially at the Bombonera, which Boca with a fan base and with the players firing up for these nights at Bombonera in the Libertadores. I think it will be a very good game to watch because we will do a watch channel for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do it last time where we sync up together, commentate together. It comes to a moment where I don't want to be too negative about my prediction, but at the same time, I want to be positive and all this stuff. It's tough to decide. So I want to go for a mental scoreline. I don't know, because Colo Colo needs to go forward, and we need to score goals. And that will open up the game. And that's where I think, especially Advincula and Villa, they're fast players. I think that would be very dangerous. It won't be dangerous if Benedetto starts, because he's garbage.
He's a fraud.
Yeah, but yeah. Ooh, he's going for 2-1. Ooh, yeah. I'm going for Colo Colo to score 1 goal, but I'm gonna go for Boca to score. You know what? I'm gonna go for Colo Colo 2, and then Boca will score 4. I think it would be Boca 4, Colo Colo 2 in this game.
Very high scoring.
Yeah, because I think both teams Colo Colo especially need to win, and then that will be opening up for Boca. And the the fans will go absolutely crazy because you basically hate each other. That's my prediction. 4-2 to Boca Juniors. Hopefully, I've jinxed them now and tell them that Colo Colo no chance they will win. Hopefully that works, but Rank, you wanna before we end it, you wanna say what's coming up on the channel?
Well, what's coming up tomorrow? It's going to be the predictions for the match day 5 of both Copa Sudamericana and Copa Libertadores. We're going to be reviewing all the games that are coming up next week, and giving our thoughts and, of course, our predictions of who we think are going to win. And on Tuesday at night, it's going to be very late in Europe, I remember, the big watch along, Boca Juniors against Colo Colo, and yeah, it's going to be an amazing game.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday for me, but it's for you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's fucking 3 a.m. Oh, crap. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to stay awake for that anyways. I'm going to go mental. So obviously, what do we have the day after?
And the day after, are you planning of doing another watch along?
No, this game.
Oh, yeah. The day after, okay, on Wednesday, I suppose we are going to do the match reaction to Boca Juniors Colo Colo and whatever was left of that game. And yeah, give our thoughts. And it's going to be interesting because it's pretty much going to decide the group.
And also play ratings win that match reaction. I'm looking to do watch along also that day because there is Aucas versus Nublense, and I think there is Blooming versus Alex, so I might do those games. And then obviously we have on Friday we have Flamengo versus Racing Club. I don't know if I will do that one, but and obviously the recap is on. It's not on Sunday. Most likely I will go to 8 km. It will be on Saturday, the 10th of June. Is the day on the Champions League final? No, it's not. Or is it? Yeah, the day of the Champions League final. So the recap stream will be early, like 3 hours earlier. Yeah, so it's gonna be earlier than this time, definitely. So rank, you wanna end off? Matt. He
I
predicted
predicted
3-1.
3-1 for Boca Juniors. I do think that Colo Colo is gonna at least convert one of their chances. They have to at some point. Like, they create a lot of chances. They need to score them. That's the thing. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it. We've said a lot of things about both teams, and the matchup that's coming up, it's gonna be very important. So again, thank you all guys for watching. Thank you to Sebastian for inviting me again. As always, it's a pleasure to be here and discuss more South American football. And yeah,
This is the only content I do right now.
it's pretty much what you do best. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and we're gonna be seeing you tomorrow for the predictions.